Okay, in this video I'm going to be replacing the carburetor needle and seat for the Craftsman 6.75 22-inch mower. And here is the model number 917.37658. Binder clip to close the fuel line, a screw to remove the float needle seat, Phillips head screwdriver, a number 8mm ratchet, a 10mm ratchet, half-inch ratchet, and a 1/4-inch ratchet. Alright, the first thing I did was put a binder clip on the fuel line. Doing this with one hand. Alright, okay. I got 2 screws for this cap right here. Alright, let's plug out the screws. Alright, that makes it easier to get in there. Alright, you can just take off this. Oops, we need the number 8 for the filter housing. Right off. Okay, there's the filter. Alright, now we have 3 bolts. And those are also number 8. And this thing pops right off. There's a little tube in the back that it connects to right there. It's just a vacuum tube. For this little bolt right here, you're not going to take it out, you're just going to loosen it from the base right here, which is the carburetor. Alright, and then the next is the 10mm attachment. We're gonna use an extension on this one to get in there. There's 2 bolts. See that right there? There's one. The other one's on the other side, right up there. All right. Bam. And that's done. So you know what that is. The upper one right there. All right. And then I already removed the gas line. Pop that out. The only thing that's hanging on is that little metal right there at the top right here. Alright, there's going to be a bit of mess when you open this because there's still gas inside of it. So I don't care about that mess here, but just be prepared. I'm going to open it by that nut right there. Okay, so I found a wood screw, screwed it in pretty deep, and pulled it right out. And that's what it looks like. Hold on. There it is. That little red thing on the end of the screw. It's got a small hole in the middle. You just kind of screw right into it. Alright. Oh, it's not focusing right. Okay. See that groove side on the bottom there? Alright, that's important. So, inside this kit, I get a new valve seat and a needle. Let's get it out of there. Okay, I used a screwdriver to push that seat all the way into the bottom. Alright, now we can reassemble. So I take the new needle and pin and float and bowl. Okay, what we do is you take the pin, or the needle, and you get it in here. That. Alright, and then you get your pin ready. Okay. And yeah, you get it into that hole right there. Okay, and use the pin and get it all through, right? Get it centered like that. Just make sure that it's moving okay. You see the pin, I mean the needle going up and down. You feel it closing at the bottom there. All right, clean, and then close her up. Okay, the seal is on there pretty well. Okay, now just tighten up with that bolt. Pretty good. The needle, or this is the jet. I'm sorry, the main jet. All right, nice and tight because you don't want the gas to seep out of that gasket. All right, now clean off everything, and we're gonna put it back. And the first step is to get that little metal hooked on to that little black piece, circle right there. So, see, there we go. All right, we got both of the carburetor bolts on there nice and tight. The next thing is to get this little doohickey attached. Oh, valve right there, you see that moving. So you have to get that little black nib stuck in there, right between those two metal pieces right there. All right, and then that gets screwed into the base right there, the carburetor. That requires a 7mm. We need to reattach that gas line to the carburetor, which I've just done. Then you can go ahead and remove the binder clip and let the gas flow back in there. Alright, so after getting the fuel line attached to the carburetor's in there firmly, we're gonna attach the air box. Alright, and that can be done by taking the boot off of the vacuum tube right there, attaching it onto the back firmly, air box, and then we're going to slide up into it. See, just sliding right up in there. Alright, it's firm. And then there's these 3 bolts that we have to reattach using the 8mm ratchet. 1, 2, 3. Alright, next is the air filter and the cover, and they have these 3 nibs that go onto the bottom right there, the 3 little holes. Line them up and just flip it up right there. And that also uses the 8mm ratchet. Okay. Then we got the caps. That cap goes on first. And that requires the Phillips head screwdriver. One. Two. And then lastly, this cover right here, and that uses the Phillips head as well. Alright, that's it.